Hey everybody, we are here at Knott's for Knott's Merry Farm 2019. Thought we'd do something a little different this year, and we are going to do one of our guides kind of in the vein of what we do for Comic-Con. Give the adults out there something to kind of guide them as maybe they bring their kids out for parents, or as you just want to enjoy it on your own. So with that said, we're going to show you some of the merchandise, some of the food, and talk about some of the entertainment options. So let's get in and check out some Merry Farm. All right, following in the footsteps of that awesome front photo op they had for Scary Farm this year. We've got a really nice one for Merry Farm, added in these trains and stuff. So real quick off the top, I wanted to take a quick look at just the entertainment offerings. If you are not that familiar with Knott's, one of the things we always tell people is like the most comprehensive of the holiday experiences in our opinion. They do a lot of great stuff with the decor and all of that, but really when it comes to the entertainment, so if we look at the Friday line there, we've got Merry Christmas Snoopy on Ice show. We've got Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies, which will have its Christmas theme. The Calico Saloon show, a Christmas version of that. The tree lighting playing every night. Home for the Holidays. Christmas Carol or Marley's Wings. This is a musical over in the Birdcage Theater. It's a full-on, really fun play that they do there. Peanuts Guide to Christmas, that's for the little ones over in Camp Snoopy. Snow and Glow each night. You've got the snow coordinated with music and light show there. And of course, you'll have the characters throughout the park. So a lot when it comes to entertainment. It really is tough to do all of it in one day. So with that said, let's take you around and take a look at some stuff. All right, so this year the Gold Trails Hotel has become a full-on Christmas shop, and it is packed to the gills with very specific Knott's Merry Farm merch, as well as just all sorts of crafty fun, Snoopy gear, etc. So you'll find your merchandise throughout the park, but you'll find a particularly dense amount here. The Merry Farm jerseys, $65. Particularly what I like is the plush and like the t-shirt combos that they have, which are super family friendly priced. And out in the village with all the outside vendors, which we'll take a look at, you can see some of that stuff too, and the good prices there. $9.99. Snoopy, $19.99 for Santa Snoopy. All right, why don't we go outside and take a look at some of the other items available outside. All right, so we opted to let it get dark, let the lights come on, so we'll take a look at the booths that way. And I think just most of this video we're going to take a look at all at night. We will talk about the daytime entertainment as well, because I think a lot of what's interesting about Merry Farm is kind of there's two sides to it, from the day to the night. So we'll definitely mention the daytime entertainment as well. But the booths, this winter village that we have here, all sorts of cool stuff that is available daytime and nighttime. So with that said, let's take a look around and see some of the offerings. One of the things really cool about the Winter Village is there's just always different vendors. I mean, there's exhibitors that come back every year, but there's also a variety of new ones. And I know, especially for like, I don't know, kids, teachers' gifts, work gifts, etc. There's a lot of cool things that pop up that are really very economical, like the ornaments and things like that, and a lot of them really unique. So we've gotten some pretty good reviews on items we picked up here over the years. So we'll take a look at a few more booths, and then we will move on to food.
Because you know it's your granddaughter's birthday. I'm like, well, I'll be there next weekend because they're in Phoenix.
desserts, we've got the baklava, the peppermint croissant, eggnog cheesecake, a variety of Christmas bark. We've got the snowman macarons, hot chocolate mini bundt cake. We've got the Christmas cookie dough and the gingerbread churros. And then at the end here, one of the things we see most popular, it seems like in this first night, apple pie pizza. All right, let's take a look at some of these treats. We've got the cupcakes, the baklava, the gingerbread churro. Holiday poutine.
What was that, Sean? I have no idea, but it was y'all.
All right, so in addition to all the other food we checked out, a good place to find it and just see all sorts of fun festive stuff is inside Santa's cabin. Let's head on inside and take a look. So it's always crazy to think of the transformation of this from haunt season. We were just in here for Origins, a fantastic maze at Scary Farm, and now it is super festive. One of our favorite spots here is the homemade cookie station, where for $4.50 you can get a cold milk and a warm chocolate chip cookie right out of the oven. They also have eggnog milk. Santa's hanging out over here, greeting. They've got all sorts of packages if you want to buy the photos, or you can just go on up with your own camera, your own phone, snap away. Over here, more of the treats. Took a look at some of those earlier. And the waffle station. There's also that hot chocolate refillable mug, $11.99, free refills throughout the day of purchase, and then just $1 afterwards. We always pick one of those up, grab a few hot chocolates during the season. This is one of the things we find in the evenings. Things calming down, a lot less traffic running around. Over here we have Mrs. Claus' kitchen. The opportunity to do cookie decorating in there. All right, so let's turn this in and start talking about entertainment, because one of the things that Knott's Merry Farm I think is most known for is the ton of entertainment that they offer. And included in that is kind of a differentiation between the day and nighttime. So let's talk about the daytime. So first up at the Birdcage Theater, you have two plays running throughout the day. They alternate. You've got Christmas Carol and then Marley's Wings, both well worth checking out. Really high quality performances. They run around a half hour, so you're getting a pretty lengthy presentation for theme park entertainment. So we're gonna take you in there, show you a real quick little snippet of Christmas Carol, just to get a feel of the vibe there. Also at night, you've got Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies performing here, I believe 3 times a night on most evenings. Also in the daytime, you've got over in Camp Snoopy, a Peanuts Guide to Christmas, a really fun little show with the Peanuts characters, giving you some of their humor and taking you into their world. Lots of interactive moments, kids being able to get up, dance, talk to the characters, interact with the characters, give them high fives, all that stuff. So we're going to show you that as well, and then we will head over to the saloon show, kind of round out some of the daytime options. That also, though, there is included, I mean, you have the Calico Carolers, there's a number of other daytime offerings, but let's focus in on those, and then we'll talk a little bit about the nighttime stuff.
Life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Humbug.
You don't believe in me?
No, I don't. You're a humbug, I tell you.
Have mercy, Jacob. Please have mercy. Foolish man, do you believe in me or not?
I do, I must. But why do you come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him shall walk among his fellow men. If the spirit does not go forth in life, it is required to do so after death.
But you are fettered in chains, Jacob. Why is that?
The chains I bear, I forged in life. I made them link by link and yard by yard of my own free will.
Christmas is rooftops covered in lights. It's away in the manger, it's a wonderful life. Christmas is caring for those who got nothing. It's dropping your change in the bell ringer's bucket. Christmas is coming. Christmas is near. I've been counting down the days. I've been counting down the days. I've been counting down the days all year. Christmas is almost here.
Another option for the daytime entertainment, the Calico Saloon Show, which changes a little bit theming throughout the year. And so as we are here in the Christmas season, you've got shows throughout the day, every day. This is one of the things even on these slower Mary Farm days, like in the weekdays preceding Thanksgiving and the weeks after in December before we get to the big Christmas push. You will find the Saloon Show every day.
Holidays sure do bring in travelers from all over, visiting family, friends, and loved ones. And well, I'm a mite curious about you folks. Fingers, aren't you a bit curious about these folks?
I sure am. I'd like to know where everybody's from.
Oh, well, that's a great idea.
That's good.
All right. Well, a show of hands, I want to see how many folks we have in here today traveling from outside of the state of California. Do we have any travelers in here today? Not a one. All y'all come from right around here, and you came here just to see little old me.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness. Well, welcome. Well, you know, I have not been in the United States my whole life. I've been doing some traveling of my own. You see, I've been entertaining various heads of state. You know, the Emperor of Japan, the King of Siam, the Tsar of Russia.
Oh, well, you sound like the Queen of Bologna.
Oh.
As night falls on Mary Farm each day, transitioning into the night, you will find that there is all sorts of fun at the tree lighting. So, with that said, let's check out that transition from day to night and give you a quick glimpse.
Citizens of Calico, welcome to our annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Let the festivities begin.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Jolly now our gay apparel, fa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Roll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Open it? Okay, would you help me open it? You take the top off. Okay, and you hold the bottom right there. And let's see what's inside. Beautiful! Well, this light is the joy of the Christmas season. Just like the first light of that star that shone over Bethlehem so many years ago. And behold, the word of the birth of the Savior spread across the world. We bring good tidings, peace on earth, and goodwill toward men. But what do you say? Would you all help me hang this on the Christmas tree? Yes? Okay, put the box down right there. Put the lid back on it. Everyone touch the light, touch the light. All right, we're gonna hang this right here. And now on the count of 3, I want everyone to say Merry Christmas. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas! Hey! Oh, beautiful! Sing along, everyone, sing along!
All right, Home for the Holidays is the new stage show filled with singing and dancing all around a nostalgic and sometimes whimsical holiday season. Super busy. I think people are really loving it. This is, as we're recording, this is the second night that we're seeing it, and people have been pretty routinely getting there an hour or so ahead of time, staking out a spot, so do plan accordingly. It gets very, very crowded. Not quite so much in the second showing, or I should say not as bad as the first showing, so that might be a strategy to use to try to aim for that second showing if you can. In general, with all things Merry Farm, things really do start to die down as you get to the last hours of the night. But it still is a very busy season, so plan accordingly. That said, let's give you a little look at Home for the Holidays.
Christmassy sort of people every day of the year. The world be a nice place to live in if everybody would be. But nice is the warmest, friendliest Christmassy sort of people every day of the year. Every day of the year. Every day of the Caroling, caroling, how we go. Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling through the snow. Christmas bells are ringing. Joyous voices sweet and clear. Sing the sign of hearts to cheer.
And on the streets of Ghost Town, multiple times a night you have Snow and Glow. Short, about 5-minute snowfall with music, lights. It's a fun little festive display. All right, as we round out the video, I just wanted to real quick show just a little bit of the visuals beyond Ghost Town, beyond all the entertainment, obviously beyond the food and things like that. It's just, the park itself is just really beautiful this time of year. They go all out with all sorts of great photo ops throughout. So let's just kind of wander through. We'll show you a little bit of Boardwalk, show you a little bit of Fiesta, a little bit of Camp Snoopy, and then wrap this thing up. All right, we are wrapping up for Knott's Merry Farm. Made our way to the car late night. We've had 2 days at Knott's Merry Farm. We did the pass holder preview as well as the media night. So lots and lots and lots of Merry Farm in a small amount of time here. Had a really good time. A couple things just kind of strategy-wise, again, and we'll go more in depth with this on the podcast. So if you want to check out Parks and Cons, wherever it is you find podcasts, definitely it's going to be a busy season. Attendance is up at Knott's, just aside from Merry Farm. So we can imagine that this season it's always busy there, and it's going to be even busier this year. So do try to aim for those kind of times that are not going to be quite as busy if you're looking for some strategy, meaning opening and closing. We find those to be some of the best times there. Obviously, they're not the most comfortable times, having to get up early or stay out late, but you are going to have a little bit better chances there if you're looking for a little bit of strategy with that, aiming for shows in those areas, the entertainment, all of that. Also, just kind of try to think, one of the things we always suggest for friends, family, as they're taking on the theme parks during these particularly busy times of years. I always think the Christmas season is the toughest, even beyond summer with crowds. But try to kind of think what is maybe most comfortable, or what your first instinct a lot of times is, and a lot of times that's going to be the first instinct for a lot of people, and so maybe try to think a little bit more in advance. So you know, the times that are normal, most common to eat for you, are probably the times most common for other people as well. So we try to kind of eat at different times, try to do the shows at different times, rides, whatever it might be. So just a couple ideas there. In the end, have a great time if you head out to Merry Farm. We do think it is just the most well-rounded of events. Great value there. They've got good food, good entertainment, great visuals. I mean, so many really talented people working there, and lots of fun. There'll be some great fun to be had at Merry Farm this season. So wrapping up this video here, again, we'll talk more on the podcast if you're interested in hearing more of our thoughts on the events. So until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.